Hi there, welcome to YogaPad. I'm Jeanette and this is your 45-minute sequence for the month. So this month we're going to do a little bit of work around the core, yes, abdominals and stuff like that. So with yoga it's more than abs, what we think of when we go to the gym. So there's a whole connection with our inner leg and our pelvic floor and our lower belly and our chest. So we'll just be working that whole area. You'll hopefully feel some work going on with the core area, and we're going to link that with the corners of our mouth. We're going to smile because sometimes when we're doing some concentrated core work we can get a little bit serious about things, so we're just going to remember to keep some softness and humour about these things. So I'd like to start with a little poem which funnily enough is called Smile. I don't know who wrote it. I came across it and really liked it, so enjoy. Smile. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw my grin. When he smiled, I realised I'd passed it on to him. I thought about that smile, then I realised its worth. A single smile, just like mine, could travel round the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick and get the world infected. There you go, that's our sentiment for today's class, is just to smile. Okay, so let us begin. Before we begin, you may want a blanket to place under your knee for one of our postures, and it would be great if you had 2 blocks, or if you don't have 2 blocks, 2 somethings, containers or something to prop yourself up on at one stage. If you don't have them, it's not the end of the world. So come to the front of the mat. Take your feet together, big toes together, roll the shoulders back. Take 3 nice breaths just to get into your body and breath. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look up. And then exhale, take the hands down, cross them at the heart. Inhale, just become aware of your belly as you look up. And then exhale, just aware of your belly as you take the hands down. One more, inhale. And then exhale, the hands down. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. And then exhale, folding forward, straight or bent legs to start, look in. Inhale, stretch the belly. And then exhale, step back onto all fours. And before we just warm up the spine, just bring a little awareness to the spine and the belly. So take one hand and just, first of all, slump through the belly. Take a hand and just very physically lift your lower ribs up, lift your lower belly up, and just feel how those muscles immediately engage with a little bit of awareness there. Keep that sense of lift through the belly, through the lower ribs. Push down through the hands. Feel a little bit of lift between the shoulder blades. Get a little bit of broadness across the collarbones. Stretch inner shoulder towards outer shoulder. Broaden. And keep that height in the upper back, broadness across the collarbones, and get a sense of softness just through the heart without actually dipping the chest down. Just a little sense of softness. That softness should travel up to your face and get a nice sense of softness in the face. So keeping that sentiment, inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze, and then exhale. Feel the lower belly drawing towards your spine as you arch the back. Inhale, stretch the front body, lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the corners of your mouth. And then exhale. Roll the pelvis under, feel the lower belly draw up to the spine and slightly up towards your diaphragm. Inhale. And then exhale. So staying here on all fours, get that little bit of lift, lower ribs, lower belly, between the shoulder blades lift, broaden collarbones, soften the heart. Inhale your right knee towards your chest without moving your belly or your hips. Flex your foot and send it straight back behind you, parallel to the floor. Inhale the knee forward, point the foot. And then exhale, flex the foot, send it straight back, parallel to the floor, big toe pointing down. Inhale, knee forward, point the foot. Exhale, belly, hips very still. Send the leg back. One more like that. Inhale, forward. Exhale, belly, hips very still. Take it back and release it to the floor. Lower ribs strong, lower belly strong. Nice frame around the shoulders. Inhale, left knee forward. Exhale, flex that foot, keep it parallel to the floor. Keep the big toe pointing down. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more. Inhale, forward. And then exhale, nice strong leg, send it back. Take it down to the floor, tuck the toes, feel your lower belly, lift the lower belly towards the spine, and use that little lift to initiate the lift of the hips. Up and over, into down dog. First one of the practice, you can walk through the heels if you like to warm up through the back of the legs. If you feel comfortable, any time now, taking the heels down towards the mat and pushing down through nice strong hands, feeling the whole palm, all of your fingers lengthening along the mat, feeling the inner hand grounded, anchored, feeling the inner arms lifting, feeling the collarbones broadening, back of the shoulders broadening. Feel some length in the spine, lift to the back of the hips high. And as you exhale, just float some energy down the back of the legs. As you breathe here, just getting a sense of your belly. You can play around with letting it go, just flop. See how flopping the belly makes everything flop. You can lift the lower belly and everything follows in its path. A nice sense of uplift. So keeping that little sense of lift through the belly. Inhale, come high onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, roll down through the feet. Inhale, strong hands, lift the heels, lift the belly, look forward. Exhale. One more like that. Inhale, lift. Exhale, keep the sense of lift as you float down. Coming high onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward, jump, or step your feet towards your hands, look up. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift, stretch the belly long. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale. And then exhale. One more like that. Inhale. Straight or bent legs. Exhale. Inhale, push through the feet. Stretch the waist long, stretch the arms long, look up. And then exhale, release the hands. Inhale, float the arms up. And then exhale, folding forward. Inhale, stretch the chest up. And then exhale, place the hands, step back onto all fours. Get that lift in the lower ribs, lower belly. Little bit of puff between the shoulder blades. Little bit of a smirk on your face. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And then exhale to a nice neutral spine. Keep that sense of lift through the belly. Inhale, the right leg forward. Exhale, flex the foot. Pretend you're pushing something back really strong, really slow. Just look back for a moment. Big toe, kneecap pointing down. Inner thigh rolling up to the roof. Now look just ahead of you, about a metre or so in front of you, down towards the floor. Inhale deeply, stretch the crown of the head forward. And then exhale, really push strongly through that back foot. Inhale deeply, fill up between the shoulder blades. And then exhale, lift the lower belly up, lift the lower ribs up. Inhale, coming up onto left fingertips. Exhale, left fingertips onto your left ear. Inhale deeply, ready, stretch the right arm long. Exhale, stretch the left arm long. Inhale deeply, stretch fingertips and heel apart from each other. Exhale, lift lower ribs, lift lower belly. Inhale deeply, fill up between the shoulder blades. Exhale, broaden collarbones, soften the heart. Inhale deeply, smile. And then exhale, strong. One more big happy breath. And then exhale, release. Reconfigure your belly. Inhale, left knee forward. Exhale, flex the foot. Pretend you're pushing something very heavy back. Nice slow motion. Look back at your toe. It's pointing directly down, kneecap down. Inner thigh rolling up. Lower belly up, lower ribs up. A little bit of puff between the shoulder blades. Broad across the shoulders. Inhale deeply, stretch through the crown of the head. And then exhale, really send energy back through that back heel. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lift lower ribs, lift lower belly. Inhale, come up onto right fingertips. Exhale, fingertips on the right ear. Inhale, really lengthen the left arm. And then exhale, lengthen the right arm. Inhale, reach fingertips and heel away from each other. Exhale, support those through the center, belly, lower ribs. Inhale deeply. Exhale smoothly. Inhale. Exhale. One more big smooth breath. And then exhale, slowly release. Take the hand down, tuck the toes. Down dog. From down dog, come into plank pose. Your choice to have your knees on or off the floor. Inhale deeply here, send the crown of the head forward. Exhale, heels back. Inhale, broaden collarbones, broaden the shoulder blades. And then exhale, bend the elbows, lift the lower belly as you lower yourself all the way to the floor. Stretch the legs out behind you. Come up onto your forearms and place the palms flat onto the floor. Push through the elbows and the forearms, lift the chest up, and then slide the shoulders back and down. Send your chest through the arms, take your chin up slightly, lift the gaze. 3 nice long deep breaths here. Sphinx pose, stretch the belly. After your last inhalation, exhale, take the hands underneath the shoulders, push evenly through the hands, tuck the toes, down dog. On your next in-breath, come high into the toes. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step your feet towards your hands. Inhale, stretch the chest up. And then exhale, forward, forward. Twice more like that. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the back of the hips high, lift the belly. Exhale, keep the belly lifted as you fold forward. Inhale deeply, stretch collarbones wide. And then exhale, keep them broad as you fold forward. Inhale, stand up, reach up, touch fingertips. And then exhale, release. Inhale. And then exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, straight back to plank. Again, your choice of knees on or off the floor. Inhale, push down through the hands evenly. And then exhale, really anchor through the index finger side of both hands. Inhale, length through the inner arms. Exhale, broaden your inner shoulders towards your outer shoulders. Stretch the collarbones. Inhale deeply. Feel some lift between the shoulder blades. Exhale, without lowering down, just soften the heart and smile. Inhale, reach the crown of the head one way. And then exhale, the heels move the opposite way. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine. Exhale, firm the lower ribs in, firm the lower belly in. One more big breath here. And then exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. See if you can touch evenly towards the floor. Stretch the legs out. Take the elbows in front of you. Sphinx pose. Really place the hands strong. Anchor down with the feet. Get a little bit of tone through the legs. Lift the chest up. Stretch the collarbones broad. Lift the chin. Inhale here. And then exhale, just lift the lower ribs up and away from the floor. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lift the lower belly up. Inhale, long breath. Exhale, lift the hips up a little bit. Look forward. Inhale deeply, lengthen the spine. Exhale, really lift the lower belly, lift the hips up a teeny bit more. Inhale, keep looking ahead, smile. Exhale here. One more breath. Are you enjoying? And then exhale. Inhale, and then as you exhale, release the hips first and the belly second. Release the ribs and stretch the hands back. Come up into plank pose, but on the tops of the feet. So in preparation for upward dog, so really push evenly through the hands and very slowly lower the hips down, broaden the collarbones, send the chest through the upper arms, lift the chin, stretch the belly, look up. One more big breath here, and then exhale, initiate downward dog using the belly. Lift up, over the toes, stretch back. On your next in-breath, come high into the toes, look forward, step or jump between your thumbs, lift the chest, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch up, touch, and then exhale, release the hands. I'm just going to turn to face you. So stretch the right knee up, clasp around the knee, interlace the fingers, really lift the knee up, and then exhale, really ground down through the left big toe side of the foot. Inhale, really stretch up through the inner left leg, and then exhale, soften shoulders. Inhale deeply, lift the pelvic floor, lift the lower belly. Exhale, draw the lower belly back and slightly up towards your diaphragm. Inhale, keep lifting towards the middle of the chest, roof of the mouth, crown of the head, and then exhale, big smile. Inhale, lift the knee, and then exhale very, very slowly, release it. Nice and centered. Inhale, lift the left knee up, stretch it up, and immediately exhale, ground down through the inner right foot. Inhale deeply, lengthen through the inner right leg, and then exhale, soften shoulders. Inhale, keep lifting, pelvic floor up, lower belly up, and then exhale, lower belly back towards the spine and slightly up towards the diaphragm. Inhale, keep lifting through the chest, roof of the mouth, crown of the head, and then exhale, big smile. Inhale, reach the knee up, and then exhale. Release the knee very, very slowly. Very nice. Okay, come to the front of the mat. Inhale, stretch, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, coming back into plank. One big breath here. Exhale, lift the lower belly as you lower down. Stretch the hands out in front of you. Push down through the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, lift the lower ribs. Inhale, exhale, lift the belly. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips a little higher. 3 breaths here. See if you can make them nice, long, deep, smooth breaths. And most importantly, just keep that little grin happening. After your next inhale, exhale, soften the hips, soften the belly, soften the ribs. Inhale, lift the chest. Slide the hands back. Come up into plank on the tops of the feet, and then just softly lower the hips. Upward facing dog, stretch the belly. And then exhale, use the belly to lift the hips up and over. Inhale, lift the right leg. And then exhale, step it through between the thumbs. The option to pop a little blanket underneath your left knee. We're just going to be here for a minute or so. So inhale, stretch all the way up through the front body. And then exhale, soften down through the hips, lengthen tailbone towards the mat. Inhale, stretch the arms up, and then take the arms out wide. Inhale, really open the chest, and then exhale, keep the hips as low as you can, push through the front foot, round the upper back, touch the fingertips, look at your lower belly. Inhale, open the chest, stretch the belly. Exhale, like a little sit-up crunch, only in a lunge position. Fold in, round the upper back, touch fingertips, look at your belly. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more like that. Inhale, really stretch the chest, stretch the belly open. Exhale, really draw the belly in, round the upper back, touch the fingertips. Inhale, soften the hips down, sweep the hands up, look up. And then exhale, take the hand down onto the mat, stretch the spine forward, and then exhale, take a twist. Inhale, take the right hand up. Exhale, turn from your belly button, turn it up towards the roof. Inhale, reach that top arm. Exhale, turn left ribs towards right ribs. Inhale deeply. Exhale, turn the chest up. Inhale one more time here. And then exhale, release the hand and come to sit down on your mat so that you're pretty much lined up along the long edge of your mat. Your left hand is on it, but you're not directly, it's not a straight line, it's a little bit of an angle. Spread the hand quite a lot. Have the hips lining up onto the mat. Flex the feet and take the heels also lined up on the back edge of the mat. Slump through the shoulder. Feel your armpit. Notice that your armpit's probably disappeared. Now push evenly through the index finger side of the hand. Lift, take the right hand. Now feel that you've probably got more of an armpit happening there. Keep that sense, that nice length through the waist, and lift the hips up and away from the mat. Take the right hand, just have a little prod around the left side of the waist, and you can probably feel some muscles working there, and then lower. So push down through the hand. You can bend the elbow and wrap the shoulder blade onto the back and lift the hips up and away from you. Stay here. Inhale, reach the top hand up. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lift the hips up and away from the mat. Inhale, stretch the shoulder blades apart from each other. Exhale, really anchor down through the index finger knuckle side of that bottom hand. Inhale, reach. Exhale, keep the left shoulder blade wrapped onto the back. Inhale deeply. And then exhale, soften down onto the mat. Second option is you can repeat what we just did. Otherwise, straighten the bottom leg onto the mat. Have the top leg in front. Lift. Push down through this hand. Wrap the shoulder blade. Lengthen here. Keep lifting the hip up away from the mat. Option is to stretch the top arm up. 3 breaths here. So inhale deeply. Exhale, lift this bottom hip. Inhale deeply. Exhale, anchor through that bottom hand, particularly the index finger knuckle side. Inhale, stretch shoulder blades apart. And then exhale, really firm up the lower belly. One more big breath. And then exhale, soften down. Very nice. And take the left leg behind you. Stretch the right leg out. And have the foot at about a 45-degree angle. So that's nice and solid there. Stretch the arms out. So I've just used these muscles to strengthen. We're now going to stretch them out. Inhale and then exhale, leaning over to the right. It's nice right, left side stretch. Inhale deeply. Exhale, lean. Inhale, reach the top fingers. And then exhale, slightly turn the chest up towards the roof. Small movement. Inhale. Exhale, take it over. One more big breath here. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, float the hands down and take yourself back. Downward dog. If you'd like a little rest, Now's a good time to drop the knees onto the floor and sit back onto the heels for a few breaths. If you're sitting down, come up to down dog now. Inhale, lift the left leg, and then exhale, step it through between the thumbs. Drop the right knee, take a blanket if you like a bit of cushioning. Come upright, get a nice sense of lift through the middle of the body and anchor the tailbone down towards the mat. Inhale, stretch the arms up, look up, and then exhale, take the arms wide. Inhale, really open the chest, really release and open the belly. And then exhale, keep the hips reasonably low as you fold in, look towards your belly button, round the upper back, touch the fingertips. Inhale, lunge down through the hips, open, look up. Exhale, close it all in, round the back, look at the belly. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one with a nice soft smile on the face. Enjoy. And then exhale. Soften in the hips. Inhale. Take the arms up, touch. And then exhale. Take the right hand down. Nice twist, stretch the spine forward. Exhale, turn the chest. Inhale, take the left hand up. And then exhale, initiate the twist with the belly button. Inhale, reach that top hand. Exhale, spin your right ribs towards your left. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, turn the chest up a teeny bit more. Inhale one more time here. And then exhale, release the hand. And come to sit down, this time on the other side of the mat. So heel of the hand at an angle, hips, flex the feet and have the heels at the back edge of the mat too. Slump, just for comparison. Lift, get that nice lift through the waist. Bend the elbow, wrap the shoulder blade onto the back. Push down through the inner hand, lengthen through the inner arm. Just see how that goes. Touch the right side of the waist, lift the hips. Feel those muscles in the waist engage initially and then release. Make sure your shoulder blade's wrapped, that's your support system. Keep that wrap, lift, and then take this top hand up. Look up if you feel okay to, otherwise look straight ahead. Inhale, reach the top hand, and then exhale, lift the hips up away from the mat. Inhale deeply, stretch the shoulder blades apart from each other. Exhale, draw the lower belly back towards the spine and up towards the diaphragm. Inhale deeply. Exhale, anchor through the inner edge of the bottom hand. One more big breath. And then exhale, soften the hips. That's the way. So either repeat that way, otherwise step the top foot in front, stretch the bottom leg long along the mat, lift the hips just halfway initially, and then make sure that bottom shoulder is wrapped onto the back. That's your support system. Flex that bottom foot if you're doing this option. Inhale, lift the hips, and then exhale, turn the belly, turn the chest, lift the top arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, wrap that bottom shoulder. Inhale, stretch shoulder blades apart from each other. Exhale, strong in the lower belly. Inhale, lift the bottom hip away from the mat. Exhale, turn the chest a teeny bit. Inhale one more time. And then exhale, release, and down you go. Stretch back. And taking our side stretch. So we've just worked our, which side did we work? This side. So we're going to stretch this way. Taking our left foot away from us, taking the right leg behind, stretch the arms up. And then exhale, take yourself over. Nice side stretch through the right side of the body. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, slightly turn the belly button and the chest up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, turn. Inhale. Exhale, over you go. Inhale one more time. Exhale, lean. Inhale, come up. And then exhale, float the hands down. Step back into downward dog. 3 breaths here. Step your feet together so your big toes are touching, ankle bows are touching, inner knees are touching, inner thighs squeezing towards each other. See if you can really squeeze everything of your inner legs together and feel that lift up into the pelvic floor, lift up into the lower belly. Use that squeeze of the legs and the lift of the pelvic floor and belly to lift the heels up. Look forward, exhale, roll back through the feet. Inhale, squeeze the inner legs together. Use the lower belly to lift you up. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. So we're going to jump forward towards our wrists and cross our ankles on the way. So come high, bend the knees, a little jump, cross the ankles and land onto your bottom. So come down onto your mat, lie down. Yogi style sit-ups. You only need to do a few of them to feel it. So take the hands behind the head, interlace the fingers, spread the elbows apart, plant the feet, bring the heels as close to your bottom as you can and have them as wide as your hips and parallel. Feel the plane between the shoulder blades and the elbows, one big straight line. So we're going to keep that sense of straight. In normal sit-ups, we kind of curl up and curl the elbows in, so we're going to keep them out. Also, a normal sit-up, we lift the chest forward towards the knees. This one, we're going to lift the chest directly up towards the roof, up and down, elbows wide. So a nice big breath here on the floor, in, and then exhale. Lift the chest directly up towards the roof, elbows wide. Inhale, stay there. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, elbows wide. Exhale, chest goes directly up towards the roof. Inhale, stay there, lift up a teeny bit. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, broaden elbows. Exhale, chest moves up. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, elbows and shoulder blades touch at the same time. Take 3 more. Inhale on the floor. Exhale, lift up. Inhale while you're up here. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale, down. Inhale on the floor. Exhale, up. Inhale, and then exhale, lower down. Release the hands. So you probably felt it in the upper part of the abdominals. Just take these behind your knees, rock up. If you've got some bricks, grab your bricks or containers or whatever you're using and pop them alongside your hips. So kind of half on, half off the mat. And I'll just show you what we're going to do. I call them Roly Polys, but they're using your core with a little bit of momentum. So we're going to inhale back, and then we're going to exhale, come up, pop our hands onto the bricks, flex our feet, squeeze our knees together, plant the feet, lift up. So we're going to lift up using pelvic floor, using lower belly, using the upper chest, using the crown of the head, and squeezing the knees together. So here we go. Inhale back, exhale, flex feet, plant the feet, lift. Inhale back, exhale, plant the feet, lift crown of the head. Inhale back, exhale, lift, squeeze the knees. Inhale, and then exhale, lift. 3 more, inhale, and then exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and then exhale, lift. Stay here, really lift the pelvic floor up, lift the lower belly up, lift the chest, lift through the roof of the mouth, lift through the crown of the head. Inhale, lift the right foot up, smile. Lower it, inhale, lift the left leg, and then lower it. Lift one more time, And then exhale, release. So hopefully that's a nice way to get some awareness of your inner body, to give you a little bit of momentum and some integrity through the inner core. So let's stretch out the belly now. Lots of crunching up and using. So bring the feet in towards your bottom. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Enjoy a nice chest opening. And then exhale, lower the hands. Anchor some energy down through the feet. Inhale, take the arms up. And then exhale, take the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the hips, anchor the feet. Exhale, take it all down. Inhale, push through the feet, lift the hips, really stretch the belly. And then exhale, take it all down. Inhale, lift the hips, take the arms overhead. Exhale, just release the arms only. Interlace the fingers, rock one shoulder under you at a time. Push through the feet, lift the hips, and breathe. Takes 3 nice long deep breaths here, so really breathing some space across the belly. After your last breath, inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, release the shoulders one at a time. Release the hands and roll down little by little through the spine. Just rest, just for a moment. Let everything settle. So we can practice our roly polies to get up. Bend the knees, flex the feet, and a bit of momentum. Up you go. Stretch the right leg out along the back edge of the mat and take the left foot in, so quite a wide stance. So this leg's at quite a 45-degree angle out this way. Okay, so stretch the hands up and then take the right hand onto the left knee, flex the right foot, take the left fingertips behind you. Inhale, stretch the spine, anchor this right hip, and then exhale, twist. Inhale deeply, stretch the lower back. Exhale, anchor both hips. Inhale, lengthen the lower back, the mid back. And then exhale, turn the belly, turn the lower ribs. Inhale, stretch up between the shoulder blades. Exhale, turn the chest. Inhale deeply, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, slightly turn the chin. Inhale one more time here. And then exhale, turn the chin, turn the chest, turn the belly. Very nice. Take this left hand just out to the side, come up onto fingertips, stretch the right hand up. And then exhale, just open the chest here. A couple of breaths, just really to open up the chest, open up the belly. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale. And exhale, keep it open. One more inhale. And exhale. Coming up, turning around to this straight leg. You can reduce the angle here with this leg. Take the foot into the inner thigh. Square up the hips. Stretch the chest up. Turn the belly. Turn the chest facing the big toe. Stretch up. And then exhale, take yourself forward. Just take the fingertips alongside you. Really lengthen the front of the belly. And as you exhale, draw the belly back to the spine and slightly up towards the diaphragm, lower down. Just wherever you go, fingertips here, holding a shin, holding an ankle, sides of the feet. You can take a wrist behind the foot, take the chest towards the knee. Take 3 more breaths. Inhale, come up and change sides. So take the left leg out long, take the right leg, so quite a big angle, flex this left foot and take the left hand onto the right knee, take the right hand behind you, stretch up and this left hip, anchor it down. Inhale, lift the lower back, And then exhale, turn the belly. Inhale, reach in the mid-back. Exhale, turn left ribs towards right ribs. Inhale, lengthen between the shoulder blades. Exhale, turn the chest. Inhale deeply, lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, turn the chin. Inhale one more time, long. And then exhale, just very gently return. Take this right hand out. Inhale the left arm up. And then exhale, just open the chest, open the belly. Just a nice open abdomen pose. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, open. Inhale. And then exhale. Inhale deeply. And exhale. One more big breath. And then release. And then squaring up. So reduce the angle with this right foot. Take the sole of the foot into the inner thigh. Reach up, turn the belly and the chest towards the big toe. Lift the chest and then exhale, fold forward. Fingertips, lift. And then exhale, soften down. So just find a spot that works for you. Hands on the floor, ankle, sides of the feet, wrists around the foot. And hold. 3 more breaths. And then inhale, come up, release, stretch the right leg out, and coming down for a little twist. So roll down, see if you can roll really, really slowly, just to feel a little bit of the abdominal work. Squeeze your right leg into the body. Point the left toes, so squeeze the knee in a lot, and stretch the left toes away from you a lot. Release the right knee and take yourself over for a gentle twist over towards the right. 3 breaths. Inhale, come to center. Squeeze both knees in. Square up the hips. Stretch the right leg away from you. Really point the toes and really stretch the left knee towards you. Opposite directions. Release the squeeze of the knee and take the knee over to the right. Just a gentle twist. Inhale, come up, square up the hips, place the feet flat on the floor, place the hands, just let the back settle, let the back of the hips settle. So you can either take Shavasana here and drop the knees together, or you can stretch the legs out to lie down just for a couple of minutes. Rest, really feeling the belly expanding, contracting naturally as it does with the breath. Taking a few deeper breaths. Just wriggling your fingers and your toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Point the toes away from you. Bend the knees in. Roll over to come up. Take a comfortable seat. Take the hands to the heart. Bow the chin. Just take a nice soft smile. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, just keep that smile there. And that's there for the rest of the day, just for you. Namaste.